question for you. Are you struggling while you're waiting for God to deliver that relationship that you long for, that marriage, that committed relationship? Are you ready for the opportunity to move on with the rest of your life, and that someone that you imagine being there to do that life with you is not there? Well, I want to encourage you to not consider this time wasted time. I want to encourage you to wait with purpose. I've had seasons in my life where I've had to wait on relationships and on opportunities, and it's really easy to look at that waiting period as wasted time. But for you, while you're single and while you're waiting, you can be investing in discovering how God has made you, what your personality is wired like, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you can practice refining those things with your friends and family and your roommates and your coworkers. You don't need to consider those relationships less important while you're waiting for that one relationship to come into your life. And see, I'm not suggesting perfectionism. Don't get me wrong on this. I'm suggesting looking at yourself with grace and truth. And what I mean by that is grace says, I'm imperfect and I need Jesus. He died for me and I need him to cover my mistakes, and I'm owning that stuff. And truth is that latter part. It's the owning of it. It's the recognizing you have things about you that kind of annoy other people. And it's seeing that you have a lot of growth in terms of your spiritual and emotional maturity. Maybe you need to get yourself into counseling and deal with some of the stuff from your past so you're not hauling that into your future relationship. And God is waiting on you to deal with that. God is waiting on you to meet him in that place. The other thing that you can do in your waiting is consider what Ephesians 5 says about a godly husband and a godly wife. See, right now you're a work in progress, and you can look through those scriptures and see where you need to be working on learning how to love and respect the opposite sex. You can be looking at what it means to find a husband who knows how to wash you in the Word. In order to do that, he needs to know the Word. So that's somebody to be looking for in terms of a future mate. Maybe you need to be looking at your perspective on what you actually think of the opposite sex. Are you in a position where you know you will be able to respect your husband in the future? Or if you're a guy listening to this, are you in a position where you really know how to love a woman? God is cultivating in you a desire to be in a relationship, and that's a good thing. And he isn't going to waste the time it takes between now and then to get into that relationship. So instead of looking at the time before you as wasted time, or the time that it took to get you here as wasted time, consider it as a valuable opportunity to dig into the scriptures, to practice your personality, your skill set, your strength with others. Develop your relationship skills so that when you enter into that marriage, you're bringing the best of you forward. I hope this encourages you today. My name is Elisa Pulliam. I am the founder of More to Be, a ministry devoted to giving biblical and relevant truth to the next generation. And I'm also a life coach, and you can find me at elisapulliam.com, where I'm eager to come alongside women of any age and encourage them to discover their God-given strengths, their God-given purposes. Thank you for joining me here today.